City of Garland is proud to present Made Fresh and Local, featuring Bobby and Jessica Orozco tonight at the historic Plaza Theater.
Okay, thank you for joining us. I'm Bobby Orozco, and tonight I'll be joined by my wife, Jessica Orozco, and she'll be doing a live painting during the piano concert tonight. So what you just heard was Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen, and tonight I'll be playing music from 9 different decades, including some music just recently written last year by our own local Kay Moore for Becoming Garland Avenue, and And so we'll move on from there. So the next piece I have is an original piece that'll be released. We're hoping for next April on the next solo album, Hillside Light. It's called The Other Side of the Wind. Awesome, thank you. That was an original piece called The Other Side of the Wind, followed by an old Bon Jovi song, It's My Life. The next one I'm going to play is off of the album that we released last year, War Horse. And just over a year ago, we released it. And it's called Death of a Gypsy. The sound of it's not really influenced by a gypsy that I know. It's just more influenced by this, like the song came before the title. So Jessica and I felt like that was a cool name for it. It kind of takes you through a journey if you can maybe get a mental picture in your head. So let's see. Okay, thank you. That was an original piece, Death of a Gypsy, off of our album last year, War Horse. The next piece I'm going to play is a piano rendition of 1961, Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. Many people have covered it since then, but Elvis is one of the big ones. And inside of this, I found like a few, like an opportunity to throw in Colors of the Wind from the Pocahontas film back in the 90s. So I'm sure it'll be familiar to all of you guys. Okay, thank you. That was Can't Help Falling in Love with a little bit of Colors of the Wind in there. The next piece is also an original piece from our album last year, War Horse. It's called Facing the Sun, and it's pulling from a short story that Jessica and I went camping a few years ago on her birthday, and when we got to our camping site, all of the sunflowers were facing us. And we didn't really have time to take pictures of them then. It was really cool. They were all looking at us. And the next morning, they were all facing away from us. So I didn't know that sunflowers, they're called that for a reason. They follow the sun. They face the sun. So this next piece is a short journey of like a day in the life of a sunflower. The way it starts, and there's like a kind of a middle section that gets a little like maybe sunsetting. And then the end of it gets a little intense, and that's like the nighttime that the sunflower is waiting for the sun to rise. So here we go. Okay, thank you. That was Facing the Sun off of our album that we released last year, Warhorse. The next piece is going to be, it's a local piece. It's by the band and a drum in the Drifting Outlaw Band. If you hang out around Garland, a lot of you may have seen us play at Intrinsic, but it's a piece that John, the singer, recorded a few years ago, and just recently I got to sit in and play drums with them, and for our album coming out, hopefully this year. So this is Brown Water, and it's tagged with another original that's not released yet. So. Thank you. That was a song by the Drifting Outlaw Band. I also covered that for our next upcoming album, Hillside Light, which we're hoping to come out maybe in a year from now. But yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. It's a pretty rowdy band if you've ever seen us play, but it's a lot of fun, and John really writes really pretty songs. So It's great working with him. The next one is also, it's the last piece I'll play from Warhorse that we released last year, but this is called White Flower. I named it White Flower. It's actually a demo from on our website. It's a demo that we just like quickly making up songs to put on the website as like what we sound like for wedding music. And White Flowers are fitting for weddings. And then my friend Jesse back home, he wrote a song called White Flower. And I thought it would be special to just have the same name as him. So it was just fitting for the piece. Okay, thank you. That was an original piece called White Flower. The next one I'm going to play is a short, just a short little mashup of Becoming Garland Avenue. The last time I've been in this theater, it was there were this packed theater singing along to this music. So this was written by my friend Kay and Lewis Moore here in Garland. Fantastic people. They've supported this project and supported everyone in the city. So Kay's been great to us. They're the type of people who if you like to jump rope, they're going to support you jump roping, and then they're going to buy tickets to watch you jump rope, and then they're going to find some way to collaborate with you. So they've really been like amazing people for the city. So if you don't know Kay and Lewis Moore, fantastic people to get to know here in Garland. So this is I'm gonna just kind of improv on a couple things and throw her melody in there. For this is my favorite piece that I got to work with her on. Okay, thank you. That was written by Garland native Kay Moore for Becoming Garland Avenue. So the next piece I'm going to play is a short mashup of Stand By Me and Have You Ever Seen the Rain? So I'm sure both of you know these songs. I put them in the same key, so just kind of play around with them and see short medley we'll put together here. Okay. Thank you. That was Stand By Me and Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Two of my favorites that I like to play at most all of our concerts. Followed by this one here. This is Last Date by Floyd Kramer. When I learned this, I promised myself I'll play this at every performance, and I have since. So it's a crowd favorite. A lot of people know this piece. Even if they don't know the name of it or who wrote it, they're like, I know that song. So let's do this. Thank you. That was Last Date by Floyd Kramer, 1960. The next one I'm going to play is my last piece. It's Simple Gifts. It's an old folk tune written in the 1800s, and I'm going to play the theme of that, and then I'm going to improvise with some other familiar tunes with the accompaniment of Heart and Soul. So everyone knows Heart and Soul. So I'm going to take the few artistic liberties and freedoms to improvise on this here. So. Thank you for joining us tonight.
We're Bobby and Jessica Orozco from Marigold House, right up the road in Garland, Texas. And you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Marigold House. We also have a website where you can purchase t-shirts and things like that and see what we're doing next. We thank you for joining us, and we want to take this opportunity to thank the City of Garland and this beautiful venue and all the professionals who went into making this. And we hope to see you soon. Thank you.
all of these masks, all of these gloves will get used every day.
Everyone needs some protection right now, and this is a little thing that anyone can do as a community.
That's how their porch concert started. The date, time, theme of their next concert written on their driveway, and neighbors show up.
I think there's a need to connect with people right now, so people are looking for that. And like I said, it's a good opportunity to meet some neighbors or get to know them a little bit better.
Yep, the folks at Herman Marshall have stopped producing whiskey to produce hand sanitizer instead. 4 local businesses working together, making their mark during this pandemic.
This is hugely helpful. I mean, obviously, we are still seeing shortages in hand sanitizers and antiseptic type things. So having this donation is fantastic for our operations.
And if you know of any good or positive stories happening in your neighborhood, we want to know. Share it and make sure to tag us at GarlandTXGov and include the hashtag GarlandGoodness.